Yo, welcome to the James Jordan Club interview sponsored by Notes for Notes. And we got a special guest in the building, a little bit saucy. But first, I would like to introduce my co-host.
Hi, I'm Jayani. I'm 14 and I'm from Chicago.
And I'm Jaden and I'm 14 and I'm from Chicago. And our guest.
What's good? I'm a little bit saucy. I'm 13 and I'm from Chicago.
So my name is Miss Courtney. I'm not going to tell you my age, but I'm from Chicago too. So I'm the arts coordinator here at Boys and Girls Club Chicago.
Oh.
So a little bit saucy. How's it living in Chicago?
Chicago is definitely a great space for artists and creativity. I love living here, and I've been living here all my life.
Would you continue to live here?
Most definitely.
I like Chicago too. Chicago is full of mysteries.
Right?
Yeah. So, like, your name, a little bit saucy, right? How did you come up with it?
I came up with that because my dad always calls me Lil Bit because I've always been short, but then I got tall because I don't know. And then Saucy because my mom thinks I have an attitude or I'm a little sassy. So my mom calls me Saucy, so a little bit saucy.
What side of Chicago did you grow up on?
South side.
I grew up on the west side. So.
Yeah, same. How was it growing up on the south side?
It was definitely because I would be around my auntie and her kids. So it was definitely a fun experience growing up with them, and I love them so much. So there's that.
Yeah, I would be like with my grandma and my cousins, and it was crazy. So, a little bit saucy. Like, would you like keep that name for the rest of your career?
So far, I've been going by Saucy since I grew because I'm not so little anymore. So there's that.
Okay. And you have a little brother, right?
Yes.
So, like, how's it, like, managing, like, your family, your schoolwork, and your rap career?
It's definitely been hard because my favorite thing to do is sleep, and I can't really work and sleep at the same time. And my little brother, he doesn't really interfere because he does whatever he wants anyways because he's bad, so.
You need to sleep because, you need to get that brain functioning.
Right.
But, yeah, like, you doing good in school, managing your rap career and stuff?
I have a lot of honors classes. I'm going into 8th grade now. I'm scared to graduate. That's going to be interesting. But I did pretty good. A lot of A's. So that's great.
It's not that scary graduating. You'll be really happy when you get out of elementary school.
Hope so. Wait, I'm in middle school. So out of middle school to high school.
Yeah.
But, like, when you get into high school, you're going to have to, like, be careful because first year freshman, you're going to have a whole lot of mysteries. But, like, it says you work at Lego, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is your, like, position at Lego? Like, do you enjoy it?
I no longer hold that title, but I was Lego's first ever kid creative director, and that basically meant I worked with 9 other kid creatives, and we worked together to make content for Lego's app, Lego Video.
And how was the 9 other people that you worked with?
All of them were really, really sweet. We didn't keep in contact much, but I loved meeting them.
And how did you feel when you were part of the Lego crew?
The first time I realized that I got in because I thought I didn't hold the position, I was crying because I had Zoom school that day and I just wanted to leave school, and I was crying so hard because I was so excited because I'm like, oh my God, my life is going to change.
How did you get into Legos?
How I got into Lego was my mom found the casting call and I was like, okay, well, I just got to make a 1-minute video. So I made this 1-minute video. I sent it in, but I sent it in really late because I wanted to make the video perfect because I'm a little perfectionist or whatever. And then I sent it in really, really late, and a couple days passed after they didn't even pick. And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't get it. I was a little upset. And then they sent the email like, well, you got the job. And I'm like, oh my God.
Okay, so like Chicago, right? So like, did any Chicago rappers or any other rappers influence you to make the type of music that you make right now?
I definitely love Chance the Rapper, Kanye. He's from here. I love Kanye. Oh my God. And then I know I met Corporate. He is a rapper, yes, and a comedian. I love him so much. He's really sweet.
Yeah, I heard of Corporate. He's funny. So like, would you like this career that you're doing right now, would you like maintain it for the rest of your life, or would you want to do another job?
I know that eventually I want to get into acting. I did want to get into dancing, but I have no rhythm and I can't dance to save my life, so I'll pass on that.
Same.
Okay, so like, what genre of music do you enjoy the most?
I feel like what genre of music I enjoy the most is like indie music. Like, I don't honestly listen to that much rap, like Erykah Badu, Janae Aiko, like that type stuff.
And which one would be your favorite?
My favorite artist is probably Tyler, the Creator, or Kanye.
And would you make a music based off your like favorite genres?
Honestly, I've tried, but it's really, really difficult. So I don't think so.
Who influenced your creative, direction with your music?
That would probably have to be like, I'm going to have to go back to Kanye, but like old Kanye, like Through the Wire type stuff.
Kanye is a good one. So like your rap career, does like you have any friends, family who support you throughout your career?
All my friends know everything that goes on with my career, and they try not to bring it up too much, but they are very supportive. And I'm in a girl group called Glotivation, and the girls, they know what I'm going through, especially one of them, Sparkles. Me and her were like really, really close. She raps also, so we collaborate, and we just have a good time together. So she supports me a lot, and my mom, and my dad, and my grandma. So there's that.
Do you enjoy being in the Glowation group?
I really love it because we're all about empowering girls and just people in general. So I love to spread that message, and all the girls are really, really fun and super duper sweet.
Speaking of friends, have you come across any like fake friends, people trying to use you?
I mean, most definitely, especially growing up, becoming 13. So there's school friends, music friends. So it's a lot to kind of shift through. And there's even adults who come into my circle and try to get a piece of what I got going on, even though I can't really give it to them as much as I want to.
Yeah.
So it's really strange, definitely.
And how do you cope with that? Like the bad friends, the haters and stuff?
Basically, all I try to do is protect my peace. That's something very, very important to me, protecting my peace. And just whatever makes me happy, keep it close to me. And my mom, she's always right there behind me in anything I do. So if someone's being a little odd, a little suspect, she'll be in the corner like, okay, I see you. So there's that.
Okay. And like the beginning of your rap career, right? You said like you named some of your favorite rappers, but who inspired you to start your career?
Who inspired me to start my career would definitely have to be my mom and my grandma, because they both were in music. And my mom, she wanted to take it further, but eventually she just didn't. So I was like, you know what? I want to try and continue this dream and see how far it will take me.
What's your favorite song by Kanye?
I'm gonna have to say, my God, that's so go. Through the Wire.
That's a good one.
How long have you been listening to it?
I've been listening to it. See, I don't even. That's a difficult question. I don't even know. My mama put me onto it, and I've been listening to it ever since. So I'm gonna say like a year, I think.
Yeah, mine is All Falls Down.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. That song goes so hard.
Yeah.
One of the first songs that I've heard, well, of yours actually, it came on my Instagram feed, and I have a clothing business, a kids clothing business. It's called Kid Culture, KIDKLTURE, and I saw on her page it was like pump the brakes, and that's like part of one of her songs. I was like, wait a minute, who is this? At the time you were 12. I was like, who is this 12-year-old? Like, she's really fly, like she's fashionable, like she should be like the front of, many different, kids brands because of how relatable and how trendy I thought that she was and how positive her message was in her music. So I became just a big fan because I can actually play her music in the car with my 8-year-old. Sometimes I have to put the clean version of stuff on. And so when I reached out to her mom, it was an organic connection. I sent them over product. She took a picture, posted it on her page, and she kind of became a kid culture ambassador, and a perfect one at that, because she just embodies all of the things that if, I would hope somebody in the forefront and being a role model for, kids her age and younger, especially with your message, which is what I've connected to. So I'm happy to have you. I have one question to ask you to add to the conversation. You're an activist as well, and you also work with Crate and Barrel, correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Basically, the Crate and Barrel, what would I say? The Crate and Barrel collaboration, they came and they redid my whole room makeover for free. And also they posted me on their socials, all that good stuff, put me on their shop. Also, I can donate money to all my causes, which are like the Saucy shoe giveaway, which I give kids back to school shoes, which are like preferably Vans because they last. And yeah, that basically.
Have you seen the new Kanye documentary on Netflix?
No, I didn't even know there was one.
Yeah.
Wait, yes, I did. I did watch that. It was really good.
Yeah, it was really nice. I learned a lot.
And his song "Hey Mama," that brings tears to my eyes.
So with that collab with the Crate and Barrel, like, did you enjoy it?
I definitely enjoyed it. Everyone who came to work on my room, they were not intrusive. They were all really, really sweet, and they took everything that meant so much to me, and they did it in such a gentle way to the point where, like I said, it wasn't intrusive and it was sweet, and they all were just amazing to work with.
And Crate and Barrel is it's a place where you buy furniture and things for your home, correct?
Yes.
So they came into your room and they did a room makeover?
Yeah, they took all my old furniture, gone. New bed, posters, wallpaper, painted my whole room, set all this stuff up. So they came in on a Wednesday. I come home on a Friday, whole new room.
That was all for free, right?
Yup.
Wow.
So you could say you've gotten a lot of new opportunities from your career?
I wouldn't say, I would say opportunities. And I would say a lot of blessings, definitely.
Yeah. So how many years have you been rapping?
I started when I was like 11, so 2 years, a solid 2 years.
Yeah. What's the good and bad parts of being in the rap industry?
The good and bad parts, I would have to say the good parts are that I can be a positive influence and that it's really, really fun. I don't say that often, but it's really, really fun to do all this stuff, like get taken out of school, go do this, go do that. But it is a lot of work because then I'll have to, take from school, take from family time, take from time with my friends. But it ultimately is all worth it.
What's it like being an upcoming rapper?
I like that, upcoming rapper. I would have to say it's interesting because you notice a lot of things that you wouldn't have noticed before about the music industry, like how much a person has to work before they're really to that point where they can say that they made it.
Yeah.
So do you do any like programs to help you get better at your lyrics or flow making?
Actually, the first time I ever rapped, I joined a rap workshop. The MC Rec Shop, that's what it's called. And I met my mentor, Ad2, and he helps me with my rhymes. And basically, that's all I do. I just write more to get better, really.
Are you guys still in touch?
Yes.
So you all, like, the support is all to him, right?
Yes.
I see. So, like, do you, like, listen to your own music? Like, play it in the car, play it in your room?
That's really funny because I think my voice is really annoying. Really.
I wouldn't say that. But, like, you said you started rapping at 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how was your, like, first lyric or first song? What would you comment on it?
I think, that's funny. I think that it's definitely interesting because it was just such a cookie cutter lyric. It was very basic and just straight through.
Mm-hmm. So was this like a song or just like a freestyle?
It was a little freestyle I wrote and I let my mom hear, and that's really what started off. I don't remember it now. Thank God.
So, like, you said, I forgot what you said. You said you had a personal favorite song. It was by Kanye?
Yes.
What was it?
Through the Wire.
You still listen to it?
All the time.
That's nice.
So where do you get your fashion sense from? Because you're really fashionable.
I love that. Thank you. I would have to say Tyler, the Creator. I'm gonna keep on saying his name. I'll let him know. Tyler, the Creator, Pinterest, and then just myself. I don't really have a style, I guess.
So self-expression?
Yes, definitely.
That's nice. So, like, when did you start getting into, like, Tyler, the Creator, Kanye? Because they were before your rap career, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
I knew Tyler from, like, Loiter Squad and the I Like Cheese song, and then Odd Future,
And what about Kanye?
Kanye, I got into Kanye through my dad, because my dad listens to a lot of rap music, so he knew Kanye, Travis Scott, all that.
Mm-hmm. Do you like Travis Scott?
I don't really listen to a lot of Travis, but yeah.
I see. What was the process of writing your first song?
The process of writing my first song was first I found the beat, and then I wrote for like 2 days straight, and then I completely stopped for like a solid couple weeks because I have a lot of writer's block pretty much all the time. So then I resumed it because eventually if I don't just stop, then I'll just start writing and it just won't be as good anymore.
Did your mom get you to get back in the writing music?
Yes.
So, like, over the summer, what do you do?
Over the summer so far, I've did summer camp, and then I went back to LA because I went to LA before. I went to LA to make a new song with my girl group, Glowtivation, and it's our new song, Glow All Out.
What do you do at summer camp?
Summer camp, I was doing track and cross country because I'm a sprinter.
Oh, so track is your favorite sport? Track is your favorite sport?
Yes.
And how was it in LA?
LA, it was actually not hot, surprisingly, but it was definitely fun to see the girls again because we hadn't seen each other for like a good solid couple months.
Oh wait, so they were in LA, your own group?
One of the girls is not from LA, and I'm also not from LA. And then there's two of them who are from LA. Sparkles, Abigail, Lulu isn't from LA, and I'm not from LA.
What's the process of filming your music videos?
The process of filming my music videos is first picking a place. Picking a place, that's really odd, actually. I just randomly choose a place that I envision for the song because I find places for the song initially while I'm writing it. And then I just go there and I go with the flow because I know for one of my music videos, I was at a skate park and the kids actually in the video were already at the skate park. Like I didn't know those kids at all and they were all really sweet.
So when you post it, do you like get good comments or negative comments?
I know on one of my songs, somebody was like, this song is so bad, I'm going to cut my ears off. And I was just like, no, it's a little violent. Don't do that to yourself. It was really odd, definitely.
So like, would you prefer practicing at a studio or in your room?
I definitely have to say at the studio. The studio is one of my favorite places because my mixer, Vega, he's really, really sweet, but he's also really creative and he gives a lot of good direction.
I have a question. How do you respond and how do you handle criticism?
When it comes to criticism, I know I'm a really stubborn person. So sometimes I just won't take that criticism in, but then I have to remember it's always making me better.
What would you suggest to kids that like have to go through or really process criticism? How do you suggest that they deal with it?
Just listen. Sometimes the criticism, it could be not helpful, but you always have to try before you know.
Right.
Okay, so like, do you just like practice in your free time, or what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I usually just sleep or listen to music. And how do I practice? Like my rapping?
Yeah.
The way I practice is sometimes I'll just get in the mood. I'll hear a certain song, certain beat, watch a certain show, and then I'll come up with something, and then I'll go ahead and write it.
Like the beat from like Kanye's, like you just mainly listen to Kanye and Tyler the Creator, right? You mainly listen to Kanye and Tyler the Creator, right?
Yes.
I see. Yeah. So like Chicago, you plan to stay in Chicago for the rest of your life?
I definitely do.
Think you like it? You gonna stay in? You said South Side, right?
Mm-hmm.
You plan to stay in the South Side, or you just gonna move somewhere else?
That I don't know, but I know I do want to stay in Chicago.
Yeah, South Side and the West Side, they're like really different vibes. I've been out there. It's really different, creative out there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're out, like just walking around near fans, do you give them any advice or any like merchandise?
I know anytime merchandise, I'll give them like a little card of a drawing of like me that I made.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I usually say to them is just like, hi, you're loved, all that good stuff. And just give them all the advice they need because usually most of my fans or like friends, I would say, are like trying to get into the music industry too or just trying to be creative.
And the card, you know how to draw? You drew that?
Yeah, I drew it. I mean, I wouldn't say I know how to draw, but I could pick up a pencil and do a little something.
How do you advertise? Like, do you do graphic design or?
Yeah, I do graphic design, so digital drawing. And advertise, I mainly just go across Instagram. My mom will hop in certain people's DMs and just advertise me and all that good stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So you use Instagram. What else social medias do you use?
Instagram, YouTube, and that's all for my work. And then personally, I use like Pinterest, but that's really just for style because style builds up your rap career also.
What type of reputation have you gained?
I think I would like to say my reputation is definitely positive. Yeah.
Okay. And like, can you give us some advice just in case we want to start a music career?
So some advice I would definitely have to give you guys is just go out there and try. Even if you think that you don't have the right resources, you don't know the right people, or you think that you're not good enough, just go ahead and try.
So a little bit saucy. Also, before we end it, do you have any like special events or current events going on right now that are upcoming?
I would have to say not upcoming, but this right here is definitely something big, a staple that will be in my heart as always.
All right. So y'all, that was the James Jordan Club interview. Make sure y'all tune in. And this was with our special guest, a little bit saucy, and my co-host.
Jayani, remember, sponsored by Notes for Notes.
Yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in. And thank you, Miss TJ. Thank you, everybody who supported us watching this, our viewers, our interviewers, our guests, everybody. Just thank y'all and goodbye.
Bye.